we release all the answers pertaining mathematics and chemistry. On this page, we release answers for those who are in SS1 to SS3. Just kindly visit our YouTube channel where we solve all the questions based on each topics. And if it's your first time of joining us here, kindly hit the subscribe button and like. Make sure you also comment also and tell us how good the solving is and how it helps you. Now let's go back to the exercise that we have here. This is comprehensive questions for those who are in SS1 or who are using complete textbook. If you very well, if you go to page 15 of the textbook on comprehensive, this is the exercise 1D of the math questions. As you can see, you will see questions there. Number one, divide, like these are the questions which we are going to solve in the exercise 1D. Without wasting our time, I will start solving. Just look at the question very well and check if actually it's the same with your own. Okay, without wasting our time, let's go straight to the point here. We have here, it says you do what? Divide. Question here now. This is what we are going to work on. Number one says divide 2173 by what? 16 in base 9. All I do, I will expand it. And this is my number here, right? 2173. So I will do what? I will name it by what? Giving a number 0, 1, 2, 3 equals to 2 times base 9. 9 is by what? 3. So base 9 plus 1 times 9 goes by what? 2 plus 7 times 9 goes by what? 1 plus 3 times 9 goes by 0. As you can see now, I have expanded this number in what? In expansion method. So what happens is 2 times 9 goes by 3 means what? 729 plus 1 times 9 goes by 9 means what? 81 plus 7 times 9 plus 7 times 9 plus 3 times, because say anything is power 0 is what? Is 1. So here's my 1. Mean that 2 times 729 is what? 1458 plus 1 times 81 is what? 81 plus 7 times 9 is what? 63 plus what? 3 times 1 is what? 3 equals to, add them up together. What you have is what? 1605. So you have what? Work out this first one. Mind you, we want to divide using what? Binary system method. So the next thing to do is what? We also do what? Expand the 16. Bring that everything here now. 16 0, name it 0 1 equals to base 9 equals to 1 times 9 is by what? 1 plus 6 times 9 is by what? 0. Bring that 9 times 1, 9 is by 1 is what? 9. That is 9 times 1, 9 times, that is 1. So we have 9 plus 6 times, mind you, say 8 is power 0 is what? Is 1. So 6 times 1 is what? Is 6 equals to 9 plus 6 is what? Is 13. So it's 15. 9 plus 6 is what? Is 15. Now, as you can see, now we now go again. We don't need it here. We can now go on what? On long division method. We now go on long division method. Being that your 1605 and your what? 15. Mind you, it's no longer 2173. It's no longer 2173. It's now what? 1605. And this by 16. Then by 16, it's no longer 16 again. It's now what? It's now 15. So we go on what? We go on our long division. So 15 can go into 1, but 15 can go into 7 times 1 times. So 1 times 15 is what? Is 15. This long division, this is your GS1, GS2 part of long division method. So 6 minus 5 is what? Is 1. Bring down your what? Your 0. That is 10. 15 can go into 10, right? So it can go is what? 0. Drop this one down. That is what? 5. So 15 going into 105. How many times? 7 times. So 7 times 107. Base what? Base 9. Since you divide 2173 by 16 in base 9, so base 9. So 9 go into 107. How many times? It's 11 times. Remember what? Remember 8. 9 again go into 11. How many times? 1 times. Remember what? 2. Now 9 again going to 1, it can't go, so write the word 0. Bring down your word, this 1 here. Now pick it like this. Now become what? Therefore your answer is what? So therefore 2173 divided by 16 is equals to what? 128 is your final answer. Okay, we have number 2 here, number 2 question, which we are on to. So we have here 111,101. So this we should multiply 111 by 101 in base 2, which you want to do now. So in base 2, mind you, in base 2. So 1 times 1 is what? Is 1. Go on your normal multiplication. 1 times 1 is what? 1. 1 times 1 is what? Is 1. 0 times 1 is what? 0. 0 times 1 is what? 0. 0 times 1 is what? 0. 1 times 1 is what? Is 1. 1 times 1 is what? Is 1. 1 times 1 is what? Is 1. Now we do what? We add. Don't forget this is what? Binary number. So 1 is 0. 1 plus 0 is what? Is 1. 1 plus 1 is what? 2. So we can say that 1 plus 1 is what? Is 2. Because it's what? In base 2. So 2 divided by 2 is what? 1. Remember 0. So you have what? 10 here, right? So bring that, we collect this 0 here and write down here. Remember what? 1. So this is the 1. 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3. So say 3 divided by 2. How many times? 1. Remember what? 1. That's 11. So I write what? 1. Remember 1. So 1 plus 0 is what? 1 plus 1, 2. So 2 divided by 2 is what? 1. Remember 0. So what you have is 10. Mean that 0, 1. If you are confused, kindly watch the video again. Without wasting our time, we go to the next one, which is number 3. As you can see, just follow this step here. This step will guide you through. That is it. We go to number 3 question, which is this one here. 3132 base 8 plus 6 base 8. The same thing we did in number 1. That's something we're going to do in number 3. So let's go to the board now. We have 3132 base what? 8. What do? You name it 0, 1, 2, 3. Mean that 3 times 8 is power what? 3 plus 1 times 8 is power what? 2 plus 3 times 8 is power what? 1 plus what? 2 times 8 is power 0. The next thing we're going to do now is to what? Check 3 times 8 times 8 times 8 in 3 places what? 512 plus 1 times 8 is power 2 means what? 8 times 8, which is what? 64 plus 3 times 8 is power 1 means what? Is 8 plus, I told you that anything is power 0 or any number is power 0 or any power is power 0 is what? Is 1. So 2 times 1 is what? Now we now continue to see that 3 times 512 is what? 1536 plus 1 times 64 is what? 64 plus 3 times 8 is what? 24 plus what? 2. Then add all together. What do you get? You have what? 1 equals to 1626. That is 1626. We continue the second one again. That is 6 base 8. 6 base 8. We cancel that one. 6, namely there is 0. That is 6 times 8 is power what? 0 equals to what? 6 times 1, which is equals to what? 6. This is just like number 1 question. We continue again and go what? On long division. We continue long division. That is on long division. Let me write there. Then we go on long division, which is what? 1626. And we have what? 6 here. So 6 can go into 1, but 6 can go into 7 times, 2 times. 2 times 6 is what? 12. Minus 6 minus 2 is what? 4. Drop it down again. 6 go into, drop 2 down. 6 go into 42 many times? 7 times. 7 times 6 is what? 42. 0, 0. This is just like your primary division now. Your primary or junior secondary division. So bring out your what? Your 6 again. So 6 divided 6 is what? Is 1. 1 times 6 is what? 6. That is 0, 0. That is therefore my answer is what? 271. And we now go to the next version, which is what? Going on what? Binary system of division. So we now draw our division pattern. Place our 271. It's no longer 3132. It's no longer 3132. It's now be what? 271. Base what? Base 8. Base 8. Base 8. So we have 8 here. So how many times will 8 go in? We go on 8 go into 271. How many times did you go? 33 times. Because 8 times 33. Remember what? Remember 7. So we continue again. What again can go again? 8 go into 33 is what? How many times will 8 go into 33 is what? 4. Remember what? 1 plus 8 can go into 4. Write what? 0. Bring down your what? 4. Therefore, your answer is what? Look at this way. 417 is your final answer. So number 4 question. And this is a question here. If 25 times 14 equals to what? 374. Find the number base used. So the number base is unknown. So we say that 25 times 14 equals to 374. Find the what? The base number used. The number base used. We don't know. So we say it's unknown. 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 And unknown. What happened? You name it now. Normally you name it 0, 1. So equals to 2 times n which power what? 1 plus 5 times n equals to 0. Which power 0. Mind this number base is unknown. That is why you are using letter to represent the, because number is supposed to be base, either base 8, base 2, base 7. We don't know. So it's unknown. We don't use times for 14. 14 also name it also 0, 1 equals to 1 times n this power 1 plus what? 4 times what? N this power 0. Which is what? 1 times, which is what? 2, this one again, 2n plus 5 equals to n plus 4. You go with this one again, 374. What I'm just doing expansion of this number in binary. Name it. You name it. All these things is what you've taught in the class. I'm not giving the answers to it. So 3 times n to the power 2 plus 7 times n to the power 1 plus 4 times n to the power 0 equals to 3n squared plus 7 times n is what? 7n plus what? 4. Now let's now gather the same format of the question. Being that what? This 25 is what? 2n plus 5. 25 is now what? 2n plus 5. 2n plus 5 time bracket. This times means what? Bracket. I can say it's what? Bracket, because bracket means what? Multiplication sign. So there's none of me putting times again there. Now this 14 is now what? N plus 4 close bracket equals to this 374 base n is now what? 3n is now 3n squared plus 7n plus 4. For those one who is confused on this, for those one who is confused on, don't be confused. Just guys it here. This one. So what happened next? We clear brackets. We do what? We clear brackets. 2n times n is what? Clear bracket. Clear bracket. 2n times n is what? 2n squared. Plus 2n times 4 is what? 2 times n is what? 2n squared. Plus 2n times 4 is what? Plus what? 8n. Plus 5 times n is what? Plus 5n. Plus 5 times 4 is what? Plus 20 equals to what? 3n squared plus 7n plus 4. I just bring it on down again. What next? What? Collect like terms. Collect like terms. So I do collect like terms. So what I will just do, I will just take it to one side. 3n squared minus, when this 2n squared plus equals and become what? Minus 2n squared plus 7n, when this plus 8n plus equals and become what? Minus 8n plus 4. Okay, and now okay, when plus 5n plus equals and become what? Minus what? Minus 5n. Yes, what? Plus 4. Plus 4 is already here. I'm taking this one to this left hand side, to this right hand side, sorry. So plus, that is plus 4 minus, when this plus 20 plus equals and become what? Minus 20 equals to what? 0. As you can see, this equation is not turning to what? Turning to what? Quadratic equation. This equation is not turning to what? Quadratic equation. Being that what? 3n squared minus 2n squared is what? N squared plus 7n minus 8n is what? Minus 1n or minus n. Minus n minus 5n is what? Minus 6n. Plus 4 minus 20 is what? Minus 16 equals to 0. So you can see now this equation have become what? A quadratic equation. This equation, you can see that this binary question that we have here have turned to what? A quadratic equation automatically. As you can see, your normal system now have become what? A quadratic equation. All the same, I will still show it for you. Just look at it very well. What next? I'll do what? Apply what? Completing the square method. Completing the square method. For those who come new to S1, I know this might be strange to you, but don't worry, okay? They'll teach you as time goes on. But for now, you might use it, but if you ingest at least they taught you quadratic equation. So what happened now? We see that you do what? Name it. Here become what? Your A. You do what? We name it by saying that here is what? Here is our A. Here's our A, here's our B, and here's our C. So you can then see that n squared, s equals to minus b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So being that s equals to NYCB is what? 6. So minus bracket minus 6 close bracket plus or minus square root of b square is what? Minus 6. So minus 6 square minus 4 times, what's my a? My a is what? N, and n is what? 1. So your 1, that is the letter is 1 square now, times, what's my c? My c is what? Minus 16. So minus 16 square root of them over 2 times, what's my a? A is what? N square, and n is what? 1, that is the letter 1. So 1. We continue. X equals to minus times minus is what? Plus 6. So no, writing plus, just 6 plus minus. Minus 6 times minus 6 is what? 36. Minus 4 times 1 times minus 16 is what? 64 plus 64. Minus 4 times 1 times minus 16 is what? Plus 64 over 2 times 1 is what? 2. S equals to 6 plus minus 36 plus 64 is what? 100 over 2. S equals to 6 plus minus square root of 100 is what? Is 10. Square root of 100 is what is 10 over 2, which means that s equals to 6 plus 10 over 2, or 6 minus 10 over 2, which means that x equals to 6 plus 10 is what? 12. 12 or 6 plus 10 is what? 16. 16 divided by 2 is what? 8. So x equals to 8, or 6 minus 10 is what? Minus 4. Minus 4 over 2 is what? Minus 2. Therefore, my base, so my base is what? My base is what? My base is equals to what? 8. Therefore, my base, now come here. Therefore, my base is now 8. And this is the completion of the solving. Just kindly look at it very well and take it out to your book. This is an answer to your question. So 6 plus 10 is what? 16. 16 over 2 is what? 8. Or 6 minus 10 is what? 16. Or minus 4. So minus 4 over 2 is what? Minus 2. So 8 is positive. Because 8 is positive, I will pick it. I will not pick minus 2. Because 8 is positive. It's positive in nature. I take my what? 8 as my new base. So the number base used is what? 8.